Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4. Kaiserreich, playing as the Sultanate of Egypt. Okay, so we are slowly but surely building up some infrastructure. I decided to actually move this infrastructure down to the bottom and build more military factories. Because here's the deal, we have manpower, that is not the issue. What we don't have is freaking equipment to arm them and make them into soldiers. So we need a lot more guns, we need a lot more artillery. Frankly, I probably don't even need these tanks. The tanks are only going to be of limited use. Fighters, I mean, it's okay to have them, I suppose. But truth be told, I don't think it's more important than having artillery, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. I know we just lost some efficiency, but, you know, when push comes to shove, we're going to wish that we had a lot more of all this stuff. This is the stuff that's going to make a difference. So, we're going to work on those. And I'm hoping at some point the Ottoman Empire is going to get stuck in a war with somebody else. Maybe the Belgrade Pact. Maybe Iran. I don't know. Anybody. And when they are, I'm going to want to be able to pounce on them. So once we are done with expanding the military academy, I probably will go ahead and form the faction, and then start working down, say, Egyptian citadels in Idris, just so when the time comes, we can quickly support some Arab rebels, and then attempt to destroy the Ottomans. Even if I don't have all the numbers on my side, and I don't have like a larger army than they do. I don't know, it may be my only attack of opportunity, because I don't think that Saudi Arabia is going to train a lot more troops than they already have right now. I just don't see it happening. Same with Tripolitania, whenever I'm able to get them to join. Yemen might join the Pact, and they got a few. Iran is actively fighting against Afghanistan, and frankly, they're doing a terrible job of it, and I don't know that they're actually going to be useful to me. So, we may have to rely on the Ottomans being distracted by somebody else, functioning as a soft ally in the war, just to draw their troops away. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, let's just continue on Speed 5. I do want to continue training up some more of these units, if possible. We're only going to do this one more time, because I am probably going to want to start training up some artillery units once I do get this army experience coming out of the military academy. It's one of the reasons I very badly want to be producing a lot more artillery. So, yeah, the more artillery I can get, probably the better. I need offensive units. That's what I need. I need a lot of guns. I need a lot of offensive units, lots of artillery. Give it all to me. Soft attack is going to be what helps me win this game. We also might want to consider actually training up some cavalry. I mean, it doesn't require anything particularly special right now. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. Just some infantry equipment and manpower. But I mean, they're fast-ish. Maybe we could train a bunch of these up, even if they are only 12 combat width, and they'll help, like, fill the gaps. I don't know, we'll see. Siam joins the Co-Prosperity Sphere. So we have another faction, led by Japan, undoubtedly. So that's going on. So now we have the Prosperity Sphere, the Reichspakt, the Entente, the Great Khanate. We're about to have the Cairo Pact, and we have the Third International. And what's this down here? The Revolutionary something. Revolutionary Front? Okay. There's another war, by the way. Wait, what happened? Serbia declared a war. Serbia declared war on Bulgaria. Oh, okay. You didn't want to invite them to the Belgrade Pact, so that means that Romania, Greece, and Serbia are now fighting over Bulgaria. Well, that's fun. Maybe the Ottomans will attack them too. Alright, we've expanded the military academy. The damming of the Nile. We already did this. I did a national focus for this specifically, but okay. The Aswan Lower Dam was an ambitious project for the British, and its incomplete state a testament to the British legacy in Egypt. In 1935, Sultan Fuad was approached by Greek Christian Adrian Daninos to build a second dam to control the Nile's annual flooding. Today is that glorious day. The Aswan Lower Dam is finally complete, allowing Egypt unparalleled control over the Nile. The only question that remains is who to honor. Should we honor Ibn al-Haytham, who first envisioned the dam in the days of the Caliphate, or should we name it after our honored guest, Adrian Daninos, instead? It was he that made this possible. Well, since it is a popularity contest, I guess I'm going to go for Adrian Daninos. So thank you for assisting with the thingy. Let's go for the Cairo Pact and actually form a faction. I'll feel a lot more secure once I have a faction anyway, right? I don't like this freaking desert. The desert's getting in my way. Declaration of the Argentine Commune. What's going on down over here? Well, hello. Interesting. I think that there was a civil war going on down here a little bit ago. Who the heck are you? Fanny Jabkovsky. That sounds Russian, but she leads the Argentine Commune. All right. Sure, why not? How you doing, Soviet Russia? It looks like you are getting pushed back by the Russian Republic, finally. Good, about dang time. How are you doing, Bulgaria? You're holding your own, semi, sort of, kind of, a little bit. Philippines joins the Entente. Uh-oh. So the Entente grows stronger. You know, we only have like a year or so before the French and the Germans are undoubtedly going to be at each other's throats. And that'll be the Reichspakt versus the Third International, and that's usually about the time that Canada says, "Ha-ha, I shall take over Britain again." And then the Entente gets involved, and then the Third International, powerful that they are getting pushed on several different fronts. Syndicalists overthrow the Greek government. What? In recent revulsions in Greece, that the government had rigged the referendum to produce a positive result for the monarchists has shaken the nation to the point where syndicalist leader Nikos Zachariadis, I don't know, stepped in to take control. Okay. So Greece just became freaking syndicalist and is no longer a part of a faction. Well, that's fun. So Belgrade Pact is all of a sudden in a bit more trouble than they were before. The Ottoman Empire declares war on Bulgaria. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is my perfect opportunity. And they just pulled all their troops away from the Suez. Yeah, now this is absolutely why I want to go and kill these people. Okay, hang on. 20%, 21 combat infantry. Let's go ahead and swap these around. I'm going to make these into artillery-heavy divisions with lots of soft attack, because that is how we are going to pierce through. All right? They're going to have very low organization, but that's because they don't exist to hold the front line. They exist to push the front line, so that's going to be fine. That extra soft attack is going to make a huge difference. I would also like to toss on the recon companies, which will cost me some infantry equipment. I will not toss on the support artillery, much as I would like that. I need as much artillery to go around as possible. So we're going to do that. That's 40 points right there. You guys... If I gave you recon, you also would have defense, but I'm not sure I can afford that. Alternatively, if I give, let's say, these guys some recon and engineers... Maybe not engineers. I can't really afford that. What if I just gave you recon? At least that would make the cavalry slightly better. But not by a lot. All it would do is give me slightly better tactics. Now, you know what? We're going to reset. We're going to keep our army experience, what little we have. And I am going to try training up at least a couple of these. We don't have much, okay? Don't have a lot going for us. But by God, I'm going to try. We're out of infantry equipment, and we're out of artillery. Yep. That's exactly what I was afraid of. We now have 5 factories that are working on infantry equipment. Okay. Let's swap around the artillery and make that a slightly higher priority. Here's the added advantage of attacking the Ottomans now, even though we are not at full strength, and we still have... Whoop. Clicked off the game. Hang on. Come back. Thank you. Even though we still have the inexperienced army. If we can take some of their factories, that at least helps with some of the production stuff, and as long as we can just hold the front line, let's say around Damascus, we might end up being okay. But a lot of it's going to depend on who actually joins the Cairo Pact. I really, really hope we get everybody to join. It'd be pretty unfortunate if we don't. Recovery and organization, max entrenchment. Max entrenchment plus 10. It's freaking nuts. But I really like the extra attack value. Also, some more recruitable population can be nice, but what if we went for something like just max entrenchment? Is that a good idea or a bad one? I don't know. Chief of Army, attack, supply consumption and defense, or supply consumption and organization. I mean, that's not bad. I'm going to go for that. I do value supply consumption reductions a lot. It means that you can get a lot more troops in a bottlenecked position with, let's say, really unfortunate... Oh, the Greek state exists again. Really unfortunate, like, terrain, so deserts. So you end up having more troops fielded in a terrible terrain than your opponent, and you win just by default. Eid al-Fitr, we get more Ramadan. Yay! Gimme. So let's see, we're producing 31 guns per day. Only 1.3 artillery per day. How are we doing in construction? We are gradually finishing this up. Now, one thing to consider... Oh, yeah, I was working on transports. I forgot about that. One thing to consider, of course, is that as we get more military factories, I'm going to have to trade for more goods, which is going to reduce my civilian count. So that's a slight issue. We do have transport ships, which could potentially be useful. Can't justify doing any of these quite yet, so I'm not going to do tanks. We are going to improve our artillery and give them slightly more soft attack. Doctrine-wise, we're already working on that. Encryption and decryption is not a bad idea. Just so we have a slight advantage. Or at the very least, our opponents don't have an advantage over us. It does take a while, but we need it. We got time. We can finish at least the encryption tech before the war begins. At the very least. But yeah, now we're going hard down the Cairo Pact. And I'll have to improve the military retroactively as necessary. Come on, Cairo Pact, build me a beautiful faction. Ministry of Akaf. A bill has come before the Egyptian Diet regarding the Ministry of Akaf. which oversees religious endowment and assigns imams to help run the mosques. Pharaohists argue that it goes against the principle of freedom of religion, while the Islamists, especially the Ittihad, argue that the ministry helps in preventing distortions of the faith. Wait, what? Let the mosques run themselves reduces liberalism? That doesn't make any sense. That's the freedom. Alright, I guess I'm going to go Islamist this time. We're going to make the market liberals more popular. It's not going to actually be by 5%. The calculations on how it does that is a little bit complicated. It, like, takes 5% proportionally from each of the respective parties and then gives that 5% to the market liberals. So in reality, we probably took away, like, 3% from the market liberals and then gave them 2. And then the other 2% were, like, split between these guys. I think that's how it usually works. It's a little difficult to actually get hegemony in your party. But you can get close-ish. Close-ish. Yeah, they've left their front wide freaking open. We have got to capitalize on this. Even if I don't have tremendous numbers, we have absolutely got to try. I'm going to go ahead and start training up some cavalry. I know it's not a lot, but we're going to try. I need cavalry. I need something that fills a front line, dang it. I just need to get movement, okay? Grab what you can, grab factories. Cairo Pact is done. Let's work on supporting Idris, so we can get Tripolitania to join in on something. Apparently they are actively fighting Bulgaria as well as a puppet of the Ottoman. Do we want to modify the government? Max entrenchment plus 10 feels really strong. What is our current entrenchment possibility? 5. We would more than double our capability for entrenchment. That is so absurdly strong, right? I mean, I love attack value and I like recruitable population, but that just feels outrageously good. Now, granted, it only takes effect if you've actually had a chance to plop down and stay put and entrench. But if that works the way I think it does, I mean, that's huge. Saudi Arabia joins the Cairo Pact. Yes. All right, we've got our first faction member. Iran, I really hope you join, because I married your princess for a reason. You better frickin' join. I mean, they're stuck in a war, so they may not actually be able to. Base reluctance, non-aligned. You're social liberals. Why would you not? Can I improve relations and get you to join? I don't know. Metaxas wins the Greek Civil War. After months of fighting, forces under former General Ioannis Metaxas today took control of Athens and declared victory. Okay, now they're paternal autocrats. Greece is going through a fun time right now. Bulgaria is getting smashed. I really need to take advantage of this quickly before it is too late. I don't know if we have enough time. Please hold out, Bulgaria. Hold out just a bit longer. Can I send you something to make you win? Volunteers just to hold off? Don't lose. I'm counting on you. Please. Oh, please, I beg you. Okay. How are we doing in terms of equipment? We are starting to catch up finally on artillery. Slowly but surely. We can probably toss on another cavalry division. So I'm going to. I don't think cavalry are that good. They're really not. Honestly, they're horrible. They're super horrible. Ah. I just don't have enough production, straight up. That's all there is to it. I just don't have enough production. We're trying, dang it. We really are. Okay, Bulgaria and Serbia just ended hostilities a little on the early side, and now Bulgaria is fighting the Ottomans by themselves. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold this for very long at all. This may end up coming to tears, and we're not going to be able to capitalize on this at all, but, I mean, we're going to try. We're supporting Idris. We're going to steal away Tripolitania from you. Totalists of a commune somewhere in India, I think. I don't know. I don't really care. Okay, we've supported Idris. Now I have to go for the Egyptian citadels. The RDP take power in Bulgaria following the overwhelming... What? Brazil joins the Reichspakt? What? Following the overwhelming loss in the Balkan War against Belgrade Pact, it seems that the issue of electing a new government, they are now radical Democrats and bond socialists and blah, blah, blah. They're market liberals. Okay, would you like to join the faction? They actually would, but they're not allowed to join factions. Oh, come on. Pretty please. Just, I mean, all right. Fine. Don't join the faction. See if I even care. I care a lot, but, I mean... Whatever. It's probably fine. Come on. At the very least, I want to declare this war at a time when I'm able to just go through the Suez, because this is going to be a huge bottleneck for us. If we can't actually do this right now, then my only option is to do a naval invasion, which I don't even think I can get enough naval intelligence to accomplish, so that's probably a waste of time. I shouldn't have gone for the transports. So my only other option probably is to seize the Suez from the Germans to get around them. And Tripolitania and Bulgaria are no longer enemies. Tripolitania joins the Cairo Pact! News has reached Sultan Farouk that King Idris of Libya has been restored to his throne. With Idris on the throne of Libya, we are now confident in having strong allies in Libya. Inshallah. Alright, cool. Another person joins the Cairo Pact, and the Ottomans lose a puppet. That's a good sign, probably. Okay, don't have enough steel. Do I want to trade for more? No, I need to keep building up these factories. We've almost got another one going in Cairo. Then I can actually start producing more towed artillery. We're producing 2 per day. I mean, that's progress, considering. Libya requests Kufra border revision. The region of Kufra only began to be settled in the late 19th century, and its borders were assigned to Egypt by imperialist forces decades ago. Now our friends in Tripoli requested this border issue finally be settled by fixing the border in the region, unsurprisingly in their favor. Lose a core on Kufra? Where the heck is that? That's not Kufra. That's Kufra. A wasteland with only 21,000 population, which is giving me 2 men per month. I don't care. I can't build here. I can't do anything, and it doesn't have enough manpower to actually matter. So, even though I hate giving away land, this might improve an alliance in some way, so I will accept. I assume it's actually going to go away. There it goes. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess the borders do look a little bit cleaner now. Enjoy your 2 men per month. I'm sure that's going to make a massive difference in the campaign. Okay, we're starting to get a surplus of artillery together. How much does it require to actually build these again? 144 artillery for each of these. Let's go ahead and add on a unit. We'll start gradually supplying it. I need to have some, like, reserves, because as we fight, obviously a lot of our equipment is going to break. So far, Bulgaria is holding slightly. The second Sofia falls, I think it's over, though, so we have a very limited amount of time. Come on, Egyptian citadels. Producing 35 guns per day right now. That is an improvement. We have encryption done. The ruling Nizam of princely India proclaimed a true successor to Kaiserreich. Huh. Mughal and British emperors of the subcontinent. Fascinating. Encryption tech is done. It is 1939, so we should start working on some efficiency. Do I want to go for factory output, or do I want to go for production efficiency cap? I think in this case, probably factory output, because we're not quite at the efficiency cap. We've almost got interwar artillery done. Another 10% soft attack will make a difference. Absolutely. We've almost got a couple of attacking divisions ready to go. Monarchy has indeed been restored in Greece. You have gone through so many weird transitions in this last couple months. It's just ridiculous. Freaking Greece, man. Get your act together. I don't know what to tell you. Come on, Egyptian citadels, 3 more days. I am Russian at this point. They've got frickin' nothing here. Saudis, are you training any troops up? You are. You've got 10. Tripolitania, you got 3. Iran, you still haven't joined my pact. I can't help but notice. We already like each other enough that I don't think improving relations is going to do me any good. I don't think that's the issue. Okay. I really need Iran's help. I really, really need it. The death of Howard Carter. The world was set ablaze in the first Weltkrieg. While sociologists like T.E. Lawrence were changing history with swords, Howard Carter was doing so with brooms. The discovery of a boy king, Tutankhamun, excited the world, I guess, of archaeology and popular culture. The discovery of a new tomb in the Valley of the Kings, while the palaces of England burned, made it impossible for their findings to leave Egypt safely. Howard Carter is found dead today in his apartment in Luxor, the last in a series of deaths related to the tomb of Tutankhamun. Are these deaths merely coincidence, or did the boy king get his revenge? These are just stories, right? I don't know. Believe whatever you want to believe. I'm going to go with Egypt is protected by mummy ghosts. Okay? Looks like the Dutch East Indies grow stronger. Argentine Commune joins the Third International. That's going to be really fun when Brazil and the Reichspacht go to war with the Third International. Syndicalists are starting to pick up a little bit of steam against the American Union state, but believe it or not, the United States of America is actually holding pretty well. I think part of the reason why is the Pacific states never actually seem to have broken free. Spain is still in a freaking stalemate. What the heck is going on with you? Alrighty. Come on, we have a couple of combat divisions being trained up. They're almost ready. Almost ready. Give me that artillery. Antara is released to theaters. After the passing of famed poet Ahmed Shawki, in 1932, a collection of poems were discovered in his Cairo apartment. Among them is a poem about the famed knight Antara ben Shaddad. Despite this poem glorifying the deeds of a pre-Islamic Egyptian, local actor Abd al-Wahhab has produced a film in memory of Shawki. The film's production in the hills above Cairo were disrupted by students from Al-Azhar school. Despite this, the film has been released uncensored in major cities across Egypt. Students and teachers from mosques across Egypt are calling for this film to be banned. Confiscate the film is a liberal thing to do? That doesn't seem right. No, that's actually wrong. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so here's going to be a good example, by the way, of what I'm talking about. So right now we're at 61%. You'd think it's going to go to 66%, but it's not. It's going to go to like 61 or 62. Boom. Look at that, 61. I'm telling you, the math is weird. It's weird. It's weird paradox math. Whatever. It's fine. The point is, we confiscated the films, and for some reason, we're liberal for it. Come on, Bulgaria, hold out. You're the MVP here. Don't die. I am desperate here. We don't have enough troops to win. What do you mean you got 112 potential troops? Against Saudis with 10? Tripolitania with 3? And me having 16? No! We're so screwed! I have got to win this, and fast. Alright, here's an offensive set of troops. We're going to go ahead and put you guys in charge under this guy, give you an offensive general. Actually, this is my offensive general, isn't he? Yeah, it is. Okay, so hang on. We're going to swap you around for a defensive general. And I think it's going to be you with the max entrenchment? Alternatively, I have this, and I might be able to give you a new trait that I like. Guerrilla Fighter, Entrenchment Speed. That actually is helpful because we have already huge max entrenchment. The faster we can entrench, probably the better. So actually, yeah, I think even though you're skill level 2, you have the same ultimate defense value. I think I'm going to take you. Okay. So that's good. And then you are going to get the offensive general, who apparently also has another trait potentially. But I don't actually have anything unlocked, so that's unfortunate. What happened to being able to give you a trait? I want to give you a trait. Yes, do that. Okay, got it. We are also going to assign all the cavalry to be under your control. You are going to have an offensive line here. Let's go ahead and start getting that planning bonus. I'm going to have you push all the way down to Mecca. We might even get an event if we can take Mecca quickly. And you, I'm going to go ahead and edit your front line to be more like this. Get up to Damascus if possible. That's what I want to do, and if we can at least hold that line and get all those factories and take Jerusalem, good things, I hope, are going to happen. Alright, we're starting to build up some equipment. Don't have enough artillery to continue with these divisions. Getting close, though. An offer of friendship from the Albanians? Really? In an attempt to cultivate ties and further expand their influence on the world stage, the Albanians have approached us in hopes of deepening Albanian-Egyptian relations. Seeing as the royal family has Albanian origins, it does? The fact that Albania is a Muslim nation, it is? And our common enmity toward the Ottomans, it is only natural that we accept their approach. Okay. Would you like to join my faction? Nope. Feeling threatened by us. Why? Why would you feel threatened by me? We need to attack the Greeks. They're in no faction, dang it. We need to kill them and take all our stuff. Oh, they're getting close. They're getting closer to Sofia. We've got prepared defense, okay? The Kingdom of Ukraine declares war on the Kingdom of Ukraine. That's not confusing at all. It's actually the Socialist Republic of Ukraine, so that'll be fun to deal with. Breakthrough and soft attack is really good. Unfortunately, I don't have a research speed boost, so that's not going to be worth it right now. We are going to go for the extra construction tech so we can repair things faster as we are taking the land. We are almost done supporting rebels. I think we either will have the option to send infantry equipment or to send men. If we can send men, I will send manpower, but if we need to send guns, I will do so. Almost have enough artillery to send another division to the front. I mean, we have to train them, and it's going to take a little while, but we're getting there. Still working on this cavalry. I'm going to have you join up here. You join up here. Frickin' heck, with our 18 divisions, can we take on and win against the Ottomans? The answer's gotta be no. Especially when we have such horrible, horrible modifiers. Have I horribly misplayed this? I feel like we're just not... no! We're just not strong enough. Bulgaria and the Ottomans just ended hostilities. That is super duper bad. No. Now's not the time. Now is not the time, Kato! Okay, we have our artillery done. Improve artillery so we produce better. Don't think we can. We're gonna go for decryption tech. I mean, I want to get the production efficiency cap and all, but if we're gonna be going to fight... This may not work. Here come his troops. I don't think we've got time. Okay, hang on. The Arabs are planning on revolting against the Ottomans, thus we are in a golden opportunity to support them. What should we do? Supply with arms or troops? I would prefer to send you manpower, so we'll supply you with troops, but it doesn't tell me what this does. So, okay, now we have a choice to make. Do we destroy the Ottomans? I don't think we have anywhere close to enough troops to make that work. It was one thing when they had nothing defending, and we could have swept in there. Yemen is their puppet, but I think there's a good chance Yemen breaks free. But as far as I'm aware, they only have, like, 6 troops, maybe? So it's going to be, hang on, 18, 28, 31... like 36 troops against up to 117, minimum of 50. That's a loss, straight up. I don't think that we have anywhere close to enough equipment to actually win this. Not if they're not fighting Bulgaria. Not if Iran does not join the Cairo Pact. Frickin' heck. Alright, well... It was a fun dream while it lasted. We need to trade from North Steel, by the way. So we're going to have to wait. I feel really robbed of this. But it does give me the opportunity to start improving my military, I guess. Is there anything I can do to improve my economy more? Because I really need a better economy than this. We could go for more infrastructure and start working towards some extra steel. Get some more factories and so on. Yeah. I don't think we have a choice. We'll keep this as an option. If the rebels fire, I want to be able to jump on that, because that could be our opportunity. Let's go ahead and get some more infrastructure going. We're going to try to improve that economy and get that production up. Again, manpower is the only thing I have going for me. They've got even more manpower, but I mean, I don't know. Frickin' heck. Okay, well, if like 5 nations suddenly break free... then maybe it'll end up being the same thing. But until then, I can't pull the trigger. We're going to have to be patient, bide our time. We would not have been able to get enough... we would not have been able to finish destroying the Ottomans before these guys get here. So it's going to be a slog trying to cross the Suez. And I don't feel like provoking the Germans until they're already distracted fighting the French. Because then they might react horribly if I just seize the Suez from them. You know, they are still kind of the frickin' German Empire, dude. Don't mess with the Germans. Since we have some equipment, I guess what I'm going to do is go ahead and start doing some training. We'll try to make everybody into regulars, get some more army experience. That 25% boost might make a difference. It might. I don't know. I'm going to take the people who are already at maximum level. Well, not max level, but they won't get any better. We're going to go ahead and pull them back so that they are not training, so they don't waste my equipment. Because we are going to be using up a fair bit of it now. Let's go ahead and add on a unit here and here. Keep building up that military. Gosh, dang it. I guess this does give me the chance to possibly start working on tanks, but I think we mostly just want to have very heavy artillery divisions. I need more tungsten, too. I need a lot of things. I need so many dang things. This ship is not quite done. When we're done with this, though, I'll probably tell them to go ahead and start producing convoys. Oh, I'm disappointed. I was really hoping that was going to be a brilliant opportunity, but alas. And we can't even switch over to war economy either. Is there somebody like a neighbor that I want to, like, fabricate on? Well, no, I can't. We're not at 75% world tension, so I can't do that. Would have been fun. Who would I even have done that on? Abyssinia? I know that there's a national focus to get a free claim on them, so probably not. Our Finest Hour. British politician and former Lord of the Admiralty Winston Churchill has published a new book, part of an emerging genre known as alternate history and concerning the Great War. The funny thing is, this is basically what if the Germans had lost World War I and there had been this rise of National Socialism and such, or populism, whatever, People's Socialism, there we go, and the German Workers' Party, blah, 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 the new Reich. Yeah, it's just alternate history, dreaming about alternate history, which it turns out is the real history. Childish fantasy, of course. Egyptian History Cultural Festival. Today, throughout Egypt, there is a big celebration. Egyptian history and culture throughout history. 5,100 years ago, the ancient pharaoh Narmer united Egypt, creating the first dynasty and beginning the history of a united Egypt, and today, all of Egypt, from small villages to the big cities, are celebrating Egypt. How many times can you cram Egypt into the same freaking sentence? It is helped that the Sultan Farouk has sponsored delivering of alms and giving everyone a bonus to show his generosity. Despite all this, many Islamist intellectuals have shunned the festivities as they disapprove, but despite their disapproval, it hasn't stopped people from enjoying the festivities. This is just horribly written on every possible level. Oh, good, we get a little bit more popularity. We're now up to 63% control with the market liberals. Awesome sauce. Love it. Okay. Well, we're going to have to end this video here. It may very well end up being that my only opportunity to beat the Ottomans is actually to seize the Suez from the Germans, but if that's going to be the case, then we need to wait until the German Empire and the Third International are at war, and that is probably going to happen this year or next year. In the meantime, we need to keep building up that dang military, get some troops together. Saudi Arabia, if you could freaking contribute just a little bit, that would be awesome too. Iran, if you could finish your freaking war and help, that would be great. This is going to be really rough. I don't know how we're going to beat these guys yet. I really don't know how we're going to beat them, but I guess it's going to depend. It's going to depend entirely on the rebels. It is really going to depend entirely on how the rebels fire, and if it is enough to completely distract them. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.